I've been looking for an inexpensive grill that's cheap enough that it could be disposable, but would last a few uses so it isn't wasteful, and I ended up buying the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. To my surprise, this grill was super small and compact, and it folds flat for easy storage. The review said it'd be really good to keep in your car for some of those emergency grilling situations, which we know come up from time to time. It would also be really good for backpacking or even bike packing because it packs so easily. But let's put it all together so we can show you how easy it is to get going. When I opened up the package, I really didn't know what to expect, but the instructions were pretty simple. You unfold the grill and then you insert the leg pins into the corners just like you would on a door hinge. Of course, you top it off with the grill grates. It also has a side door, which I assume is to help move the coals around, but I'd probably do that from the top, and that seems like a weird addition. Few people thought that they received a used grill because it was covered in oil, and that's really just shipping grease to keep it from getting rusty. All you gotta do is do a quick burn-in, which you should be doing for all of your new grills, and that'll burn it off and it'll be ready for your first cook. So here are some things that I like about the new grill. Anytime you buy a new grill, there's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve. The first thing I cooked on it was some apple chicken sausages, and I burned them. I posted them on Instagram though, and someone commented that they thought that they looked absolutely great with just the right amount of char. For me, it was a little bit too much, but I covered it up with some sauerkraut. I learned from those mistakes, and on the second cook, I made some amazing cheeseburgers that tasted great, and you wouldn't have known they were made on a $10 grill. Another benefit, even though the grill is pretty compact, you can fit 4 hamburgers on it or a whole package of hot dogs, and that'd be perfect for going out with a small group for going camping. Another benefit of having such a compact grill is it's really efficient with charcoal. You only need a single layer of charcoal in order to be able to get a good cook on your meat. Those burgers were dripping some of the juices down on it, which kept the coals from getting too hot, and it turned out absolutely great. But this grill is far from perfect, and there are a few things that I wanted to share with you that I think that they could improve on. The first one is the legs that support it up off the ground also hold the sides up. If you lift up the grill, it's possible those legs fall out and then the sides flop open, which is something to be aware of and be careful of as you're moving things around. Number 2, the grill grate warped after just one cook. It's thin enough that you could go ahead and bend it back, but I'm guessing that you're probably gonna have to keep up on that in order to be able to keep things going. I didn't realize it at first, and so when it was warped, as I was trying to get the burgers off, it would move around on there and I couldn't hold the grate steady enough to get underneath those burgers. Number 3 is probably a little bit nitpicky, and that is I hate it when grills drip their grease on the ground. They should be able to contain everything inside of it. So as those burgers cooked, some of the juices and the grease spilled out through the corners and the cracks and went down on the cement. I ended up moving onto a different surface, so that way I didn't have the problem or the cleanup. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, that's probably not something that you care about, but if you're grilling at home, you definitely do. So this one's on me, but the grill grates, the spacing between the bars is a little bit too far. It makes it pretty easy for you to get your spatula and accidentally shove it underneath one of them, and then when you go to pull up on your burger, you're pulling up the entire grill grate. Now, as I thought about it a little bit longer, all you gotta do is make sure that you're using your spatula parallel to the bars, and then you're never gonna have that problem, but it's just something to be aware of as you're cooking. For only $10, this grill represents an amazing value. And if you wanna see me grill an expensive steak on a cheap grill, check this video out. It turned out really good.